Want to get creeped out? Let's talk about the Raven Man ritual. This is essentially a summoning ritual where you are calling upon a dark entity called the Raven Man. You can ask him for knowledge or favors, but of course it comes at a cost. If you ask too much of him, he might call upon you later to return the favor, and whatever he's going to ask you to do, you're not going to like. Also, let me know if you would do a ritual if you're crazy enough, but don't do it, but just tell me if you're crazy enough too. Of course, the raven is an omen of death, but it's also a symbol of wisdom, cleverness, and being deeply aware. This duality reflects the nature of the Raven Man. Oh, and in case you don't know, I do not suggest you do this ritual. I wouldn't do it, okay? I like creepy stories, okay? We understand each other? Because whether you believe in the Raven Man or not, whether you believe in the Midnight Man, whether you believe in the Man in the Fields, okay? I don't care what you believe in. I don't care. I don't care what I believe in. When you invite something into your home, into your space, I don't know what's going to show up. I don't know if it's going to be the Midnight Man or the Man in the Fields or the Raven Man. It could be something worse. It could be something better. I don't know. That's a gamble that I'm not going to take. I'm not much of a gambling girl. Anyways, moving on. Now, there are two different ways that you can do this ritual. The first way is alone. And the second way is with two other people. But the second way is harder and more dangerous. So first, I'm going to give you a little explanation on the solo mission. You got to do it at night. It should specifically be on a night where it is cloudy or moonless. There cannot be any artificial light. No glow from street lights, electronics, headlights. You got the picture. No glow. And you need to do this in a quiet place where you will not be disturbed. You will need 5 candles, a lighter, or matches if you want to have that cool ritual vibe. Salt, always great for when you're doing anything spiritually risky. A sharp object in which to draw plasma from yourself, a candle snuffer, which is optional, or a wet cloth, something you can put a candle out with other than blowing it out. And you will also need a talisman or an object of protection, something you believe in. That's the most important thing. Step 1, block out all outside light. Draw the curtains and turn off all electrical devices. Number 2, create a circle of salt, but do not get in the circle of salt. This circle of salt is not for you. Sit outside of the circle of salt, facing it. Place 5 candles in front of you. Light the first 4 candles one at a time, and as you light each candle, and here's a little flaw in the ritual that I found, it says light the first 4 candles one at a time and say each part of this incantation, but there's only 3 parts to it, and you're supposed to light 4 candles. So my advice is to light the first candle and then say it with the other 3. I don't know. Anyways, you say, on this dark night, I call on the Raven Man. That's number 1. Appear before me, here and now. That's number 2. And number 3 is, and do my will. Then you're supposed to use something pointy, give your finger a little nick, which this is offering a part of yourself. Not a good idea. I don't know if I made that clear or not, but it's not a good idea. Thank you. Anyways, you're going to put some of that plasma on the 5th candle and recite, the flame is my beacon. The plasma is my sacrifice. Sacrifice. Pay attention to that word. No. That means don't do it. And then you're going to light that 5th candle. After you light the 5th candle, the Raven Man will make his presence known. But lucky for you, he's going to be confined to the inner circle of your salt ring. It also says you might be able to see him, but most likely you can't see him, which is great because then you don't know if it's working or not, right? Not good. This is where you get your part of the deal. You can ask him any question. He's going to give you the information. If you need someone to do something for you, he's going to do it for you if you ask him to. But it does specifically say not to disrespect him, which is fair. Don't disrespect anyone. Once he's done everything you've asked him to do, although it does say don't ask him to do too much, okay? Don't be an ungrateful little spoiled brat. Just ask for a few things. Don't be selfish. But anyways, after that, you thank him. You thank him for coming. You thank him for answering. And you thank him for granting your requests. In bold, do not bypass this step. Do not pass go. I don't think you want him to be pissed at you. Now you're going to clean up the salt, but you are not going to dispose of it. Instead, you are going to place it outside of any doors leading to your home. It says to keep the object of protection on you for the next several days and not to go anywhere without it, because if you do, that's when he might come to call on you and ask you for a favor in return. And that is when it's bad news bears. If you are asking the Raven Man questions, his answers might be pretty vague, but they will always be true and they will always be correct. I foresee him being like a classic magic 8-ball that you shake and ask the question to, and it reply hazy, try again, or ask again later, or better not tell you now, can't predict that now, is giving me those vibes. Follow if you want to hear about the 3-person version. Let me know if you're even interested in hearing about the 3-person version. Later, skaters.